Joining us for the weekly entertainment panel is, as always, the incredible Abby St. John. Thank you so much for joining us today, Abby.
Of course, thank you.
Now, I just wanted to start off with talking about, for all the Survivor fans out there, Survivor's 41st season is coming out soon. And although this may not seem like a big deal since the show has been on TV for so long, for so many years, but it's supposed to be not only a shorter season, but also a much more dangerous game. So it's going to be interesting from what Jeff is saying.
Yes, he announced on Twitter that it will premiere on September 22nd and it will be a 2-hour premiere. He also stated some things we could look forward to this season. He went on to saying that, like you said, it will be a more dangerous game. He mentioned that during the pandemic they weren't able to film, so it really helped them to talk things through and to kind of reinvent the game. Because like you said, it has been on for so long and so many seasons. He referred to this season as Survivor 2.0, Dawn of a New Era, and he also described it as the monster in a horror movie. So it sounds like this season is going to be incredibly intense and a lot more dangerous than the previous seasons, if that is at all possible, if for those Survivor fans. So I think it's really exciting that they are kind of reinventing the game because it's been on for so long. Seeing the same things season after season with just little changes, it can get a little bit repetitive. So now adding in more dangerous tasks and probably a more dangerous living environment, it's going to be interesting. And I think fans are really excited for this, new look that Survivor is going to have.
Yes, and even though I may not watch Survivor myself, I might want to check this season out. And I've kind of always wanted to start the show from the beginning, but I already have so many shows on my plate that I will have to see about that. But it's going to be interesting, and I'm excited to talk to some of my Survivor some of my friends about it to see what they think. But next, I want to talk about Warner Bros. Actually shocking fans now with releasing the trailer for Matrix 4, Matrix Resurrections trailer, and switching the release to December rather than 2022, which is going to be pretty interesting there because people were not really expecting it to come that soon rather than expecting it next year.
Yes, they are going to get it December 22nd. It's going to be released in theaters. And like you said, fans were expecting a 2022 release date, but they are getting it this year in December. So that's really exciting for those fans, considering that, it was officially announced that they are releasing a fourth Matrix movie on August 20th, 2019. And there's been years of rumors and speculations and predictions as to when the fourth Matrix film was going to be released, whether there was going to be more after the fourth one and whatnot. There's been a ton of rumors over several years. It was officially announced in 2019, and fans, like you said, were speculating that 2022 was going to be the release date, and now fans are excited to know that it's going to be this year in December. So that's very exciting. Now, this fourth movie is the other three movies were directed by the Wachowski sisters. However, this film is only going to be directed by Lana Wachowski, considering Lily had some scheduling conflicts. So that's a difference for this film. There's no plot details as of yet being released, so it'll be interesting to see what this movie will entail. Now, the first Matrix movie made over $465.3 million box office. Reloaded made $739.4 million, and Revolutions made $472.3 million. So it's no doubt that The Matrix has been a success for all three movies. The fourth one should be no different as well. So it's going to be exciting to see how it does at the box office, and I know fans are super excited after waiting so long for a fourth movie.
Yeah, I believe that fans are going to be very excited for this as well, since they've had to wait so long for this fourth movie. And yeah, of course, the Matrix franchise has definitely been successful. So it's going to be very interesting to see how well this one turns out. And another release, actually, is Sony Pictures released a new official poster for Venom, Let There Be Carnage. And even though the trailer came out around a month ago, it just officially released that the official release date actually is October 15th. And also, it's going to be exclusively only in theaters. But I guess that's no shock since it is Sony Pictures.
Yes, yes, it is exclusively in theaters October 15th. And now this takes place a year after the events of the first Venom. Eddie Brock, who's played by Tom Hardy, he's still learning how to control Venom, uh, not to go on a rampage. And during the movie, he goes and visits a serial killer by the name of Cletus Cassidy, who's played by Woody Harrelson, in prison. Now, Cassidy ends up biting Brock and becomes infected with Carnage and breaks out of prison and goes on a complete rampage, killing a bunch of people in the city that Eddie now has to fight off. So that's going to be a really exciting film. In the trailer, there's a lot of action scenes. Carnage looks so creepy and so cool and very and similar to Venom, but different in its own right. And I think that's what they were really going for with it. They wanted to be them to be sort of similar but different in their own rights, and I think that they really did that. Now the movie has been directed by Andy Serkis. And going back to Venom in 2018, it was the seventh highest grossing movie of 2018, making over $856 million worldwide. So it seems like Venom 2 is set up pretty nicely. I know fans are excited to see what the second film will bring to the sort of franchise that is kind of being formed with the first Venom. So it's very exciting to see. The trailer makes it look like it's going to have a lot of action. The CGI looks pretty well done. So I'm excited for it, and I know fans of Venom are as well.
Yeah, and it's crazy to know that this is already going to be coming out in October, which is only like next month. So it's pretty cool how fast time flies, and it seems like there's going to be a lot of releases coming up, just before December into next year. So I'm very excited to see how this turns out. But that's all the time we have for this week's entertainment panel. Thanks again so much for joining us today, Abby.
Thank you.